Hey everyone. So I wanted to give you a small introduction or snippet in case you're curious about our course. What does it include? What does it cover? What am I investing in? Because we appreciate this is an investment for you and your family. So I just wanted to give you a couple minutes here to give you an idea of what the course is like. So the course is designed for families who have at least one member dealing with overweight or obesity. The AAP, the American Academy of Pediatrics, clearly states that overweight and obesity cannot be treated just in the one pediatric patient. You really do have to treat the family as a whole. But I think the other people that can really benefit from the course are families who have children that are maybe struggling with what I would call a combination of lifestyle pillars. So, kids who have a lot of headaches and a lot of stomach ache and maybe some anxiety, and they're just not eating well, and they're not moving enough, and they're using their screens far too often. I also think this is a great course for families who just want to do a better job at making lifestyle changes. So, this course is an expert physician led program. We all know there's a lot of noise out there on the internet. There are a lot of influencers who maybe were born with naturally fantastic bodies, who don't have backgrounds in science, who are giving you this advice. So, here you know that everything that we say is scientifically supported and evidence based and endorsed by the American Academy of Pediatrics and the Board of Obesity Medicine. It's a really comprehensive lifestyle review. We take the pillars of lifestyle medicine and we look at all the different facets of our life that we want to instill to have lasting habit change and behavior change. Here's what this course is not. It's not a diet. I'm not going to tell you have to be a vegan or you have to give up ice cream or that you have to do low fat or high carb. I want you to understand the different ways that your body works. And I want you to make changes for an eating plan for foods that you really love to enjoy, that your family likes, things that work in your lifestyle. And I'm certainly not going to tell you eat less and exercise more. I'm not going to be selling you supplements. That's certainly not the point and perspective of what we're doing. Just as a little bit more about myself, I have been a pediatrician for almost 20 years. I've been working in bread and butter general pediatrics, but it's very clear to me, as it is to so many of my colleagues, that so much of what we deal with in pediatrics is lifestyle issues: obesity, nutrition, exercise, sleep, a lot of mental health work that we do. So, a lot of this experience I've gained over my many years of clinical practice treating tens of thousands of patients, but I also went back and did the additional coursework, and I am now board certified in obesity medicine. So this is really my subspecialty work now that I am bringing to you. Obesity and overweight come with so much implicit bias and judgment that we put upon ourselves and that society puts on us. So it's so critically important, especially when we are talking about weight and our children, to understand that no one is here to judge. We want to be sure you do not feel isolated. We don't even want to use the word diet in the way that it is used culturally. So we really want a judgment free medical lifestyle approach to everything that we're talking about in our program. What we have been doing for the last 50 plus years in medicine of just eat less and exercise more is not working. And that's why the American Academy of Pediatrics in 2023 put out their first ever clinical practice guidelines for the treatment of overweight and obesity in children and adolescents. And the foundational principles and recommendations that we're going to talk to you come from that document. I'm board certified in obesity medicine, so there's a lot of additional expertise that goes into that. We're going to talk about in the course making short term decisions. So, week over week, what are very specific goals that we for ourselves in the hopes that this leads to better habit formation. And over time, those habits become just very natural and determine who our new self is. Let me give you an example. 15 years ago, I was someone that wished I was the kind of person that went into a steakhouse and ordered fish. A friend of mine said, "Oh, I went to a steakhouse and the steak looks so great, but I'm just such a fish person. I love fish." And I said, "I wish I could be the person that walked into a steakhouse and made the choice of eating fish." Because I've made lots of micro changes over the last 10 to 15 years, I am the person now that walks into a steakhouse and is the kind of person that orders a fish and a vegetable. And I don't feel like I'm sacrificing anything. I feel like I'm really enjoying it and it's really delicious. If you wish that you were the kind of person or the kind of family that got outside and walked every weekend and did more active things together, but you find yourself every weekend sitting around and watching TV all day, I promise that goal is attainable. It's just how we approach it in many, many small steps instead of these big life changing decisions that you hear people pushing. So, the different modules that we're going to cover in the course include nutrition, movement or exercise, sleep. We combine the topics of mindfulness, stress management, and building deep personal connections and avoiding toxic substances. Each module is broken into 3 sections. So number 1 is scientifically based information section. The section that follows is on very specific strategies to implement this new information. We can't just listen to podcasts and expect our lives to change. We have to do the work to make those changes in our lives. And then the final component that we talk about in each section are the tools that you need to handle the challenges that may come, whether they come up in yourselves or whether they come up in your family. This is a very exciting time for me. I'm so proud to have put this together. I think it's innovative. I think this is different. I don't think there's anyone else that I am aware of that is doing this type of work. This is the health, behavior, and lifestyle course. It can really make a significant impact for your family to overcome your challenges with overweight, obesity, or other lifestyle issues. So if you're interested, please visit our website, www.empower-wellness.com. There you can find more information about all the things we do at Empower Wellness, and you can also purchase the course. I'll talk to you soon.